Hey y'all, it's your girl Janaea Berry, aka the Sweetest Berry.
This is Tavon. She looking at me weird. I don't like how you looking at me.
She like
Nah,
that.
we gonna let them see that. Shawty looking at me weird. Why you looking at me like that?
She like because.
But again, guys, this is Tavon, and we're gonna have a wonderful day today.
Yes, we are. This is our couples channel. We just want to hop on here again and talk to you about feminine and masculine energy and balancing the two out.
Yes, we'll be right back. Yeah, well, I would like to tell the people that it's actually important for the man to be balanced, of course, as well as the woman should. Mm-hmm. But if you just had a child, by your lady, and your lady, she really wants some time to herself, like some actual time to herself. Mm-hmm. You're a working guy, that's you being in your masculine, correct? So your woman is home. She just had you guys' child. And she's home for about 4 to 5 months, And in this state, a lot of the times, what us men got to realize is that they're in their feminine because they're home 9 times out of 10, they're actually relying on us. So to give them a break, and also one method that I would highly advise is for the man, if he can, man, don't get fired, but take some time off of work. Take some time off of work if you can get it. If you can get paid time off, take time off, mm-hmm. and allow your woman to go back to whatever desired job that she chooses, which will then put her into her masculine state of mind where she's assertive and she's out of the house and she's actually bringing in finances. But I wouldn't recommend her to do anything too crazy. Don't overwork yourself, but do something that's actually fun. Something where you don't have to lift much, and that will put the woman in her masculine energy as far as her being balanced. Her being home, taking care of you guys' children. She just had a baby. You are to take your time off, sir, and you will then be in your feminine energy. You being in your feminine energy will allow you to understand some of the mundane things that she does with the family, and of course with your children while y'all are gone. While he's gone, while she's gone. Let me not say that. Let me scratch that. So you'll be home, man, and you'll be taking on the role of being in your feminine energy because you're actually home receiving. You're taking care of the house. You're cooking, you're cleaning, and not only are you cooking and cleaning, but you're understanding the woman's position. And not even just the woman's position. You're understanding the feminine position so that you can build a better conversation, out of the day with your woman. She'll realize when she get home from work, as us men do, we like to talk, most of us sometimes. But she'll be the one coming in the door. You'll be the one on the couch with baby girl, baby boy, and probably got some food on the stove. And she say, "Hey, baby, how's your day?" And you say, "Oh, baby, my day was good. I got some food on the stove, rocking baby girl to sleep." And that's actually a way for you guys to build a better bond as far as communication, because you have now been shifted, sir, man, into a feminine position to the point where you're actually learning how to do what some of the women do when they're actually in their feminine position. So now that you guys have switched roles, you guys should have a better understanding when it comes to communication by then. And I know I've talked a little bit too much, but yeah, it's about swapping roles. Now, I do not advise, from my personal opinion, I do not I don't agree with 50-50 at all. That's not, I believe the man should always pay the bills and pay the rent, but we also have to take into consideration that you have to know your partner is willing to do that. If you know your partner is willing to pay all the bills, you know, if you know he's willing to pay all the bills, but, you know, he just rather you get out the house and have some fun. And that fun, a lot of the times, is the woman getting outside of the house. Like, you don't necessarily have to do much, you know, especially if you got a job, you know, on the phone, you got some office work type job where you're not lifting heavy. That's perfect for you. You'll still be able to be in somewhat of a feminine position. But just understand that that role of masculinity is taking place because she has a schedule when she has to get up and go to work, just as a man would have it when he get up and go to work. So, you know, that time for her to get up and get out is her being then put into her masculine role after she just came from her feminine role of being, you know, home with the children for about 4 to 5 months. Because you don't actually want them to get depressed after, you know, having a baby. You know, a lot of the times they lose their hair. You want them to be able to have some relief. So that's why I say, men, sometimes we should take it initiative and take some time off of work if we can and make sure it's paid. And yeah, you just build a better bond with your children. And then when you go back to work, you know, man, you'll have so many different experiences that not only can you speak about to other men and, you know, to try to get them more on their, you know, balancing the scales of masculine and feminine energy, because that's how we understand each other better. You got one who listen and you have one to talk. And that level of transparency will, I mean, it'll just continue. Like, you guys will understand each other a lot better if you understand the role of masculine and feminine energy, and understanding that it actually must be balanced between both people, no matter if it's a male or female. Both of you guys operate from masculine and feminine energy, and it should, you know, it should be out of balance. So yeah, you got to
7 minutes later. I think you
I
said it all.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect to overtalk. You know, we just ate, y'all, by the way. You know.
You know, I was just sitting here, y'all, my divine feminine energy.
She
letting
was.
him just
and she was
talk
just,
and
she
talk
was just so
and talk
pretty,
and
just
talk.
sitting there. And I'm like, dang, I'm just going on, and every now and then I'll look at her like, I am over talking, but I got to get this out. You know? But yes, in all totality, guys and women, both people are supposed to be at a masculine and feminine energy equally. When there's a person who is not balanced, I mean, that can definitely cause confliction, because one of the spouses may feel like they're not being given as much, or the other one may feel like they're not doing enough. And you want it to be a balance in all totality. And you see her right here. I'm like, I could just pop this little girl, but I love her.
But yes, you want it to be a balance, and
give me this baby. I got this baby.
As much as you as a woman may want to, you know, go out and work and keep on moving and doing things, because I know for the modern day woman, we like to be busy, you know, we like to keep it going. We like to be on the move. I know I do. So when I had baby girl, she really taught me to just sit still and be in my feminine energy. And it was hard in the beginning because I wasn't used to that. But you have a partner that supports you and a partner that believes in taking care of the child, both parties taking care of the child, both parties being nurturers, it allows that flow, you know, even though obviously he's a man and I'm a woman and I'm in my feminine energy right now, and y'all can see he's in his masculine energy because he just took over the show for a second.
Hey, it happens, you
there's
know?
times where we need to flip-flop, you know? No one person should be 100% feminine or 100% masculine. We need to be able to switch gears when necessary. Because as a woman, if you're always in that divine feminine energy, you can get walked over on. People can take advantage of you.
Yes.
You can get robbed. Like, so many different things can happen. So you want to be able to switch gears whenever necessary. Like, when you need to go out and get it, you need to, you know, switch gears to your masculine side. But in no way do you just want to stay in one field all the time.
This girl, man, I want to...
She has something to say as well. Let them know, Isis.
Yeah, let's put you up here.
What you got to say?
She just want to move her feet.
Yeah, so she has definitely taught both of us how to switch, you know, switch gears. And when he's able to come over and help with baby girl, I see the softer side of him. Yes, definitely. Yes. And that's one thing that attracted me to him, the fact that I feel like Tavon is a man, you're very balanced, you know? Like, you're definitely a man that carries that masculine energy, but you have the balance of both because you're able to be patient.
Definitely, yeah.
As you can see,
very patient. Yeah.
You're patient. Like, I know I'm not always the easiest to deal with. I could be a little spicy, caliente, right?
Yeah, you can. You know, but we understand. I mean, we've actually we were friends before we were lovers. So, I mean, I would just say it's that simple, guys. Me and her were friends to the point where we knew we wanted to be together, but we understood the whole concept of being friends first so we can get to know each other on a deeper level. And basically, we didn't really hold anything back. Like, I wouldn't necessarily, we didn't have secrets.
Well, in the beginning, y'all, I thought he was just a friend.
Yeah.
In the very beginning.
I didn't feel like that.
I thought he was a great friend.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I got a male friend that, you know, I can talk to, and we have spiritual conversations, and little did I know he had plans.
Yeah. Guys, I had plans. Like, I'm a hunter. Honestly, I can say that. And I hunted her. Not in the way y'all thinking. But no, like, I saw what I wanted.
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to be friends with her, but I didn't mind her knowing that I was highly attracted to her. You know? Yeah. And honestly, I let that be known. We ain't gonna talk about that on here.
Yes,
but I definitely let that be known that you can't even put me in no friend zone.
Yes.
Like, that I don't even tolerate that.
Tolerate. So what was you gonna do if I said no? I just want to be friends. You gonna be like, no, you gonna be my woman, huh?
No, I mean it was just more of like I didn't want you to reject me.
You took things nice and slow.
I was a gentleman, but
yeah.
At the end of the day, I feel like a lot of men lack at telling the woman what he want.
Yeah, he was assertive, but he was also patient. Like, we really took that time out to get to know each other. And like I said, that takes patience, you know, especially if you're getting to know each other on the phone.
Yes.
We're in different states, so you really have to take the time to have phone conversations. So it was really like back in the day when you'd be on the phone talking all day and night. That was us. And I'm glad we started at that point because it really helped us to get to know each other. And like I said earlier, that part of him showed me his feminine side, you know? It showed me that he could be in both aspects. So having that yin and yang energy,
It's definitely necessary.
it's important, you know? And what would you say are some things that men could do to get into that feminine side?
For one, what I would like for men to really just fester up the confidence in knowing what you want when you do speak to this woman. Like, half of the times we know we want to be with somebody, you know, within the first few months if the conversations is consistent.
Yeah, but how would you ask them to just embrace that feminine energy?
It's just about understanding the wants for what your spouse, you know, is looking for. You know, you can't just do what you want, sir. You know, you got to be open to see things in the eyes of how your woman actually would like for things to occur. You know, like I said, and I'm gonna say this again, like things that men can do to get themselves in that feminine energy is simply accept the fact that your woman have wants and needs, and those wants and needs are necessary to be adjusted when it comes to you guys' life. Even if you're at a date for a long distance relationship, like you still have to adjust to whatever it is your woman want and need. You can't just always have it your way.
Right.
And I know that it may sound like I'm not answering the question, but it's just that simple.
Yeah.
Acceptance is a feminine trait. When a woman accepts so much from a guy who's abusive, that's her being in her feminine energy, but she's being feminine to the point where she doesn't have a wall up. She's not able to project or be assertive, which that's the masculine aspect of her that would allow her to be balanced. If she knows how to accept, but she knows what she don't want to accept from that man. And it's actually vice versa with the man as well. You know what you want, but you know what you don't want as well. And your partner must know these things.
Right.
And that masculine and feminine energy actually, it acts just as that.
Yeah.
Know what you want and know what you don't want. What you want is you being in your feminine energy because you have to accept that.
Right.
What you don't want is you being in your masculine energy.
Yeah, so what about if the male is single then, you know? How is he supposed to, dwell in his feminine energy as well if he's a single man?
Well, 9 times out of 10, that man, if he's actually on the journey of healing himself before he get into the relationship, he would actually learn those things before he get into a relationship. Just like how I would say I did. Like I was together. I was about to say I was together. I was by myself for a long time, like years, almost a decade, literally. And some people asked how I did it, and it was just as simple as being comfortable with being by myself.
Yeah, so I feel like some ways that a man could embrace that feminine energy as well. This is what I wanted you to talk about, was just the fact that you're an artist.
Yes.
Like, you know, he likes to work out, but he also is an artist. He paints, he
music,
designs clothes,
produce
different things like that. So that's that feminine energy, you know, when you can tap into that and still switch gears to the masculine side, you know?
Yes.
I'm trying to think what might be like a masculine thing for me.
You working a 9 to 5, that's completely masculine.
Yeah, if I were to work a 9 to 5, that would be very masculine, which, you know, I'm okay with doing if I need to do it. So it's all about balance, y'all, at the end of the day.
Yes.
It's all about balancing it too. It doesn't mean if you see a woman that is completely in her masculine, that doesn't mean that she has a certain preference, you know?
Yeah.
She might just need some assistance with tapping into that feminine side, because it really doesn't matter what your preference is when it comes to like the sex of a relationship. Everybody still needs
has
to
to be that
have
balance.
both feminine and
And
masculine
masculine, yes.
energy.
Just look at it. Just look at it, guys, as the X and Y chromosome.
Yeah.
Everyone has them.
Or that yin and yang energy, you know, the black and white. Like,
Yes.
you gotta have both. And I feel like when you have both aspects, that's what makes the relationship so much more balanced, because whenever one partner might be in one energy, the other partner can be in the other. So you're like feeding off of each other.
Yes.
But if we're both real feminine and we're always feminine, like,
nothing will get done.
yeah, we're not going to get nothing
And
done.
that relationship will not be prosperous at all.
We got to know when to switch roles when it comes to that energy.
Definitely. But we do want you guys to know that we're not about the whole 50-50 thing that people are talking about. In all totality, the man is to pay all the bills. Like, that's
When you get to that point.
But it's like, and that's what you guys should be working for.
Yeah.
Working too, you know.
But I mean, me personally, if someone wants to do 50-50, that's their prerogative.
Yeah, you're
Like,
right.
that doesn't bother me if that's what y'all, you know, if that's what a couple wants to
I'm
do.
saying me and you, we ain't, no.
Yeah, or like the end goal is
For
for you to be the sole provider and me to be the sole nurturer.
definitely.
And still make money, but it's nice to know that my man has me, you know? The
Yeah,
extra
most
money
definitely.
is extra money for the both of us, because I'm not going to be stingy with my extra money.
Yeah,
but...
I know you're not. You never been that way.
But yeah, you know, it feels good when you could be in your main...
What are you doing, girl?
She's not in
My
her
bad,
business
guys.
right now.
All right, we're going to let her
Yeah,
do
let
that.
her do her. But yeah, it feels good when you can be in the energy that you know, you possess the most of.
Yes, and don't get it wrong, ladies and gentlemen. When I say I don't, do the whole 50-50 thing, I just know that is a main topic that people in today's society bring up. And I would like to say that I'm old school when it comes to that. Mm-hmm. If you can, sir, if you can pay all the bills, do that.
Yeah.
But if you're not able to do that at that moment, you guys gonna have to interchange energies.
Yeah, amen.
Because someone's gonna need a break. Like, no matter how masculine you guys think you are, you're gonna need a break. Yeah. And you're gonna want a break. Because I do. Even if you guys don't want one, I do. Mm-hmm. I'll take a break for you. Because I got a lot of stuff I can do in that time where I'm supposed to be breaking. I got a lot of creative. Yeah, I got a lot of creative endeavors. Mm-hmm. So even like she just said, even when I'm breaking, I'm really not. Like, right. I'm almost always working. But for my lady, yeah, when I want her to break, it's like literally a break for her. Mm-hmm. Like, so, yeah.
Yeah, so we just wanted to hop on here and just add to what we talked about yesterday. If you haven't seen yesterday's video, make sure you check that out.
Check that out.
Building healthy relationships. Yes. I would like to say this is like our phase 2. So we talked about building the healthy relationships. Now we're showing you an aspect, a way that you can build that healthy relationship by being in both aspects, feminine and masculine.
And it's the simple things that count, baby.
Right.
Simply wanting to understand someone is feminine.
Yes.
Because you actually have to listen in order to understand someone.
Right.
If you're not listening to a person, that's actually a masculine energy on the other person's end, because they're constantly talking. Yeah. Talk. That's masculine.
Yes.
So if you're just giving, when you talk, you're giving energy. You're being assertive. That's masculine. Yeah. But if you're listening you're able to digest whatever it is that the person is saying.
Yeah.
So it puts you in a position to be feminine because you are accepting what the person is saying to you.
Right.
And it's that simple, guys. It's really nothing difficult about understanding the interchangeable concepts of, masculine and feminine energy. No matter what people are out here telling y'all, it's really that simple. Listen is acceptance. That's feminine. And to talk and be assertive is masculine. To do is masculine. But I feel like I've talked enough. My baby back here looking like, here he go.
Here
he ain't stopped yet.
Oh my, he's shaking, girl. But so that's all for today. You feel we'll be back again, but until next time, stay well.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Take care.